My name is Aremu. I'm here to teach you synonyms and homonyms. The word synonym is from the word synonymous, when something is similar. So when you talk about synonyms, we are talking about words that are alike. While we refer to it as words that are nearest in meaning. And I will be considering some words today. Such words include the following. Let's start with the word apt. The word apt simply refers to being logical. What you have said is apt. What you have said is intelligent. What you have said is logical. What you have said is appropriate. So, the synonyms include appropriate, it includes logical. Let us make it 2 words for a word. So you can call this word and you can call this the synonyms. Now let's move on to the word bellicose. Bellicose simply means being cantankerous. And when you are cantankerous, you are warlike. You love trouble. For instance, you can simply say troublesome. You can say warlike. And then we can move on to C. We are used to this word coarse. And say something is coarse. Or you simply say coarse. But to differentiate, we say coarse. And that means to be rough. Rough, indecent in speech. Indecent in speech. Now, let's move on to D. I'm trying to do it alphabetically so that you can flow with me. Let us take the word diligent. Diligent. To be diligent simply means to be hardworking, consistent, and faithful in doing something. So, faithful, consistent, and then let's move on to the word E. That will be eager. When you are eager, you are willing, you are zealous. Willing, zealous. Now let's move on to F, and that will be fee. If I may ask you, what does it mean? What is fee? I say something is a fee, means fallacy, untruth. Something that is confounded. Now let's take G, and I want to take the word gargantuan. I hope I'm not sounding too high. Gargantuan simply means awesome, very big, awesome, very big, or grand. And then we'll move on to H. The word H, we can have the word hilarious. Hilarious. When you say something is hilarious, it means funny. Funny. What else can we give for the word hilarious? Exciting. Jocular. And so on. And the word, the letter I, we can take the word indigent. When someone is indigent, the person is poor. Penniless, having no money. Okay, let's move on to J. I can take the word. I have so many words there, but let me give you the word jerky. Jerky. I say somebody is jerky. You're afraid. You're unsettled. You are scared. Unsettled, afraid. Okay. Now let's move on to K. K, and that's kill. And kill simply means clamor. And what does it mean to clamor? To struggle for something. When you clamor, struggle, to contest for something. Now let's move on to L. I'm going to give us the word lecherous. Lecherous. I will describe someone as being lecherous. Simply means to be indecent, to be improper in behavior. Improper, indecent, alright, so we're going to move on to M. And we'll take the word muse. Muse. And you muse over something. You think about something. When you muse, you think deeply about something. So muse simply means review, think, I dare say deeply. Not just thinking, but thinking deeply. Now let's move on to N. It says the word neat. Don't have the mind that I've misspelled the word neat. We're not talking about N-E-A-T. When you are described as being a neat, simply means a person is stupid. Stupid and lacking intelligence, or simply put, unintelligent. Unintelligent. I hope I've succeeded in adding to your grammar and vocabulary bank. So let's move on to O. And I'm giving us the word onerous. Onerous. The word onerous simply means very difficult. Difficult. Asking. When something is very enervating and energy sapping. As the meaning of onerous. Now I'm going to move on to the word, the letter P. Let me call it P. And I will be giving the word puerile. Puerile simply means being childish. Childish. Not childlike. This is childish. Immature in behavior. Immature. Saying things one shouldn't say. Now I'm going to move on to Q. And the word for Q will be querulous. When you are querulous, you love to fight. You love to fight. I'm trying to look for one word for querulous, and that would be warlike still. Remember our word for the word we gave earlier, which was for letter. Okay, I've forgotten. Now, querulous will be warlike and troublesome. and troublesome. I'm trying not to sound too jaw-cracking, because there's another word that sounds like it, and that is cantankerous. Now let's move on to R. R. There's a word that is ricochet. Ricochet simply means echo. Echo. Rebound. Echo or a rebound. Remember when you are in a very enclosed place and you are making noise, bounces back. Now, the next letter is S. Now I want to take the word stern. Stern. To be stern simply means to be strict, very strict. Being strict, being a no-nonsense person. No-nonsense person, being firm, like a teacher. Now let us take T. I'm going to take taciturn. Usually I say this word in WAEC at least 3 times now. The word taciturn simply means to be shy. Shy and reticent. You are shy, you are reticent, you are not bold. You cannot speak confidently in front of people, particularly when there are many. Alright, we shall move on to U. Take U, ubiquitous. It doesn't mean to be ubiquitous. To be ubiquitous is to be everywhere. That is omnipresent. I believe only God has this ability or this feature or this characteristic. But then we use it for some companies that are seen or found everywhere, like Coca-Cola, like First Bank, and so on. Alright? So you can say ubiquitous means omnipresent. Omnipresent, being everywhere or able to be everywhere at the same time. Okay, I'm gonna go for V now. I'm gonna take the word voracious. Voracious doesn't mean to be voracious. And you are voracious, you are greedy. You take much more than you actually need. So, greedy. And I'm trying to look for another word, searching and racking my brain. So you can also say, you can still say, I'm trying to look for another one. Okay, taking much more than you need. Taking more than you need. Than you need. Alright. We'll move on to W. Please do not say W, it is W. So let us take wilt. Wilt. Wilt simply means dry up, lose life. Dry up, decay. Okay. The next word will start with X. X. So I'm going to take the word xenophile. And many of us are xenophiles, one way or the other. Doesn't mean to be a xenophile is to love foreign things too much. desire for foreign things. Excessive preference for foreign things. For foreign things. Music, food, clothing, and so on. And being unpatriotic. Unpatriotic. Okay, let's move on to why. Why? We will take the word yucky. Yucky. So something is yucky means appalling, unappealing, distasteful, unappealing, distasteful, and then we'll take the last for now on synonyms. So we begin with Z, or what some people pronounce as Z. Okay, so let us take zany. Zany. Zany simply means funny. Strangely though, when you are funny in a strange way, be funny in a strange way. In a strange way. And then ridiculous. Ridiculous and weird.